Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here from Texas. Well, I'm about to say Motor Speedway. We're live from Circuit of the Americas here in Texas. It is time for the double race feature tonight from COTA, Circuit of the Americas, about to get underway here in just a few moments, followed by the Texas Motor Speedway race for the American Sim Racing Series. We are awesome to be here. We are happy to be here, should I say, at COTA. It should be a fun race. It's a track that nobody's really familiar with. There has been practices, of course, on iRacing all week that a lot of guys have kind of gotten used to. Very much looking forward to it, though. Here on this 20-turn track. Should be fun. I don't know really what to expect. The track temp, last time I heard, was 114 degrees. We're going to find out how that goes with these guys. Tires definitely going to be of importance. Qualifying will start here momentarily as well, but right now practice still underway. Johnny Avila on top of the board with Kian Riley second place. He's a newcomer, I do believe, to us anyway. I don't think I've seen him in here before. Maybe not. Anyway, so, and of course, look at third place. Derek Pemberton sitting third place, which is a pretty big surprise in a way. Not super surprised to see that, just because the fact that he's had a lot of practice over the course of the week with teammates Todd Chase and Joe Burchell. We're going to talk to Derek in a minute, just like maybe about a minute or so. But we are here at COTA. This track, 3.427 miles long. Of course, like I said, 20 turns. Turn 1 always going to be fun to watch. Turn 11, after we go through all the S's, there's literally turns 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all S's into turn 10. Turn 11 is going to be fun to watch as well. Another hairpin down the fastest part of the racetrack all the way down into turn 12, which is another sharp left-hand turn. That's going to be fun to watch as well. And from there, we go through a couple more turns. Then we hit turn 20, which is another pretty good sharp left-hand turn. That's where pit road begins, too, right off turn 19 into 20. And that will set us up for the straightaways you guys see right there coming up the hill. A lot of elevation change here as well. I think it was 251 feet of elevation. Or no, it wasn't that tall. It was like 141 feet, I believe, what I seen of elevation change. 133 feet, that's what it was. Anyway, let's make sure Derek's not out on track right now. We're going to talk to him. Yeah, we'll talk to Derek right now here in the booth. Derek, do you have a copy? May not be there right now. I think he wasn't on track. Derek, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
There he is. Derek Pemberton right now third on the board, man. Kind of surprising, I guess. But like I said, I know you've had a lot of practice with the team and stuff like that. Part of my team, so I got to interview you right now. Third, Circuit of the Americas, man. This is a track that you've actually come to love over the past week.
Yeah, I've had a lot of experience at this track. Now, granted, it's not been on this sim, but I've had a lot of experience at this track. I've always taken a liking to this track, and when I found out this season that we was coming here, especially in NASCAR, that we was coming here, then coming in to find out that we was going to be here for ASL, made me really happy. Put in a lot of practice this week. The cars, they are a little bit different at these road courses. I think they're better than the Cup cars at road courses right now. And so, looking at it, we're half a second off of Johnny, which is pretty big.
Yeah, it's pretty.
So
impressive.
it definitely seems like a lot of hard work. A lot of hard practice. Hard practice is really starting to pay off. Words EXC not working, but we're coming off of Talladega. Had a great run at
11th,
Talladega. Looking to 11th. Coming out of 4 with a chance to win the race. Had to make a move, try to win the race, and it just backfired on us. And still finished up P11, which I think is actually one of my best finishes. I know it's for sure my best finish of the season. I'm hoping to maybe push it up for a little bit higher. It seems like, we got a pretty fast number 82, Todd's Gaming Page Chevrolet. Hoping that, maybe we can keep it on podium. Maybe catch Johnny and this other guy that I'm not even going to try to maybe catch them. Kian. Hopefully try to catch them in a mistake. And maybe take advantage of it. But
let me ask you a question. Texas after this, we go, of course, tonight is the Texas 2-step. We go to Texas Motor Speedway, a track that you're not. Well, a lot of people don't like. I don't like it. I'm just gonna be honest. Thoughts on heading to Texas immediately following this one?
Texas is about on the same level as Atlanta, Phoenix, Michigan, and a couple other tracks that I cannot remember off the top of my head that I absolutely hate. But I always seem to run really, really well there. So, I'm hoping that, tonight seems like it's a good night for me. And I'm hoping that will kind of push over into the race, because normally when I do good in practice means I'm going to do horrible in qualifying, which means good race. So I'm hoping that maybe tonight, maybe we change up the the curse or whatever it is. So, hoping for a good qualifying here, that leads it to a good race, and then we'll take that momentum into Texas, and who knows what happens whenever we get there.
Dude, go do some work tonight. We're going to be watching you here in qualifying in just a moment. Good luck tonight. We'll be watching you.
All right, thank you, man.
All right, now Steve Unich out on track as well in the number 27 Tampa SUVRentals.com Ford Mustang. Like I said, tonight's race I think is going to be a lot better than what people expect. It's only a 30-minute race. That is the difference. It is only a 30-minute race, so the race is not very long. When it comes to this track here, we do go to Texas immediately following this race. And from here, we go to Texas Motor Speedway, like I said. So it's going to be fun. Let's see. I'm sitting here reading something, so you guys kind of bear with me as you guys watch qualifying. You guys enjoy qualifying right now. You're watching Steve Unich. Like I said, we will pop up the times. I know what I'm doing. I've done this before. I was trying to read a message on Facebook. I do apologize. But there is Steve Unich right now. We'll see what his best lap so far is. Right now, nobody's put down a lap yet, so you can see how long this track actually is. All right, so we're starting to see some times coming in right now. Everybody's just now actually getting their green flag. One thing about this track is the off tracks that can actually happen here. Very simple to get. You guys can see right there. Here's Johnny, by the way. You see him taking some of these turns and about to set up through the S's here as we head down. We'll hop on board with Johnny. You guys can get a good picture here. That is loud. But there you see the S's and turns. 3, 4, 5, 6. All these turns right here sets up the S's. It is very easy to overshoot these turns, kind of get off track. It's also very easy to cut that corner where you're going to have to give that time back up on the racetrack and then some. That's where we're just talking about tires being a big importance. A lot of it's you also got to take advantage of what's going to happen in front of you. Especially early on in this race, you could see some caution, or not caution, but you could see some cars spinning the rear tires in the corners. Could cause spin on the racetrack in front of it. Things can happen very quick, especially through the S's, and it can clog up the whole racetrack. So that's why qualifying is going to be very important here, to try to start up in front of all that. As you see Johnny get ready to come to the start-finish line right here. And actually, I apologize. He's not on the start-finish line. He's just down the back stretch. And that was actually the fastest section of the track that these guys will go through right there to a hard braking left-hand turn. And like I said, you can see this is a 10-minute qualifying session, but it takes quite a bit to get going before the time start laying down here on the racetrack. Looks like Derek Pemberton also out on track as well, so we will be kind of tuning in to watch him. Got to be careful not to get any off tracks as well, just because of what could happen in qualifying. It won't count your time, so got to kind of watch that. Jeff Unich also out on track, the number 89. Now, we did not broadcast last week because wasn't feeling the greatest, so we did not broadcast last week at Talladega Super Speedway, which was race 3, I believe. Oh, it's actually only race 2, so which is kind of Bad I missed that one. But Paul Crummer, I was able to pick up the first win of the season for him. And now you start seeing some times being put down. Kean Riley jumps to the top of the board. That's a big lap there for Kean. Able to do that. Let's go back and check on our co-broadcaster most of the time, Derek Pemberton. Out on track, number 82, Todd's Gaming Page. Sliding that back in around the corner, up on the throttle. We do got Circuit of the Americas tonight and Texas. We are off next weekend for Memorial Day. So we'll enjoy that a little bit. And actually, I think we only got one broadcast really this week, if I'm not mistaken. I think so. I think we only got Thursday, I believe, from Red Sox Racing League, because I think the Wednesday league's off as well. And there comes Derek to the start-finish line. Let's see what he does. And going to go looks like P3 once again. Yeah, it goes P3 with a 118.221. A good lap steal for Mr. Pemberton. We'll jump back. Todd Guess, he was fast in the opening practice. That very nice number 5 Frontline Enterprises car. I like that paint that's on that. Looks really good. The Ford Mustang leading us around the track at the moment. He is just really beginning his second lap. He's about to hit the backstretch here. He just worked through the S's. You guys can go high above. You can see what Circuit of America looks like from the blimp. This is pretty wild. And here is the fastest section, I believe. No, we're coming up on the fastest section of the track right after this left-hand turn. You can take this turn wide if you choose to. It does help at corner exit, but you got to be careful because you can actually run wide if you're not too careful. And here is the fastest section of the racetrack. You can see right now he is up to 150 miles an hour. Make that 160, maybe 170. Yes, does hit 172 before the braking begins into this tight little left-hand braking zone. And there it goes over the rails, or over the rumble strip. Ken Riley's still the fastest on the track right now. We've got about 2.5 minutes left here in qualifying. Still got some cars out there on track as well. Rob Jenkins, Levi Poland, Michael Trevarthen already put down one lap. He's out there as well. Johnny Avila just put down his final lap. Did not improve on his second lap. Derek Pemberton has also shut it down here as well in the 82. We'll see if that's enough to hold on for them top 3 guys as we still continue to watch Todd Guest. About to work through turns 19 and 20. Here's turn 19 coming up on turn 20. Very tight left-hand corner. On board shot. You guys can see it. There's pit road. Here's your left-hand turn. It's going to be close. Hopefully you don't get off track for that, but we will wait and see as he gets ready to cross the start-finish line. And the number 5 looks like it's going to be good enough for P5. A 2:19.003. A good lap there for him. Anybody else? Trent Ringler out on track. The 26. Let me double check something as well. I'll make sure that there was no penalties. One thing you do not want here in this one is a EOL to start this race. That would be horrible. Don't think anybody actually got one. Let's see. Yeah, there was no EOL, it looks like. So, but I will say Paul Kermer with the win last week in the number 3 Valvoline car. Picked up the win for his first win this season. I don't think he's in this race tonight, but I'll see. But congratulations, Paul. Definitely deserved it. As Ringler does put down a lap and does not count. May have time to finish this one. We'll jump back to Jesse in the 96 and see if he's going to have time to put down this lap. Looks like he will, as he works through the final couple corners here. Right now going through turns 18. It's about 25 seconds left to go. By the way, other cars may have time to finish their qualifying lap. We'll see. Actually, I don't think they will, so it's going to be pretty tight here for even Jesse to finish this lap as he works through turn 20. Got about 10 seconds or so left for qualifying. Up on the gas he gets. Should be able to finish this lap coming to the start-finish line. He does finish it, and that's going to be good enough for P18. So that should end qualifying, and it does. All right, gridding is began. Let's take a look here at the lineup for tonight's race. Kind of surprised to see the 82 still catch me off guard a little bit. But Ken Riley picks up his first pole here in the series. Johnny Willett going to be second. Derek Pemberton going to be third. How about Adam Madsen at number 9? Good qualifying effort there for the number 9 car. Starting in fourth. Hunter Waters, Todd Guess in sixth. Hunter jumped up last moment, took fifth away. Dwayne Hunt. Joshua going to qualify in P8. In P9, we got Ray Polky, Michael Trevarthen. P11, Josh Connor, Steve Unich. Got to keep an eye on both of them, especially Steve. He's won multiple road course races in this series, so keep an eye on him. Bentley Glasser, Blaine Adams, good qualifying effort there in 14th. Jackson Van Valkenburg going to qualify P15th. Jeff Unich, probably wanted a little bit better qualifying effort in 16th. Patrick in 17th, definitely one of the more, I'm sure. Jesse, William Kemp, and the rest did not qualify. You see a pretty good field here tonight, 27. Once again, this race 30 minutes long only. So the race very short here as the Porsche safety car looks like going to be leading us here up front. You see that 77 car. And there's a look at your grid. We start to get ready to roll here. Where are we actually gridded up at? We're literally right on the backstretch, huh? I thought we'd actually be starting from pit road, but apparently not. All right, so the way this is going to work, guys, for people wanting to know, immediately following this race is about a 10-minute intermission, 10 or 15 minutes to allow us to get set up, and these guys getting there for a little bit of practice at Texas Motor Speedway. But most of it, focus on this race tonight is right now. And then once we get over there, we'll be ready to go. We're racing live over there. This race is going to be about 14 laps is what we're estimating, or 30 minutes. So there you go. And the pace car rolling out here. Kean going to take us to the start-finish line. There you see the rest of the field pulling off. Looks like the 31 of Michael Trevarthen pulling off the side of Hunter Waters also. Maybe some guys a little bit worried about the start of this race. Who really knows what could happen as we get set to go up high. We're going to actually start this race from the blimp cam. This will allow us to get a great view of turn 1, or should allow us to get a good view of turn 1. You see the field working through turns 17 and 18 and at 19 and 20. Actually, that was not 20. I apologize. That race today was wild, though, at COTA. I'm not gonna lie, I was very impressed with how the race actually went. Even though it was raining, it was pretty good still. All right, here we go. Working through turns 19 and 20 this time. Let's get 27 cars taking the green flag. And you will see that pace car pull off to the left. And there it goes. And here we go. Getting ready to get this one underway. Turn 1 is what we're really watching out for. And the green flag set to get this race underway. For the first time ever, the American Sim Racing League live from COTA. And the green flag is waiting. We are waiting. And green flag is out. We're racing live from Circuit of the Americas. Up the hill we climb 133 feet into turn 1. This is going to be very interesting. 4 wide behind them already. Good passing here. Derek Pemberton trying to take that second spot away. You see the stack up right there behind. A lot of room to be gained early in this one. Patrick making some big moves right there in 13th. And he's able to hold on to 13th for the time being. It does look like Johnny able to keep second for right now. Under a lot of pressure. Gets wheel spin into Derek Pemberton. He goes. And that's not going to make Derek too happy, I'm sure, as he will have to cut some of the track. And we will get our first look at a replay. Johnny getting a little bit of wheel spin into the side of the 82 car. It don't look like there's going to be any damage. The either car, at least not Derek. Johnny may have a little bit of damage. Derek fell back to 17. Trent Ringler back here side by side with Hunter Waters. And he's going to run a little wide here as well. And with number 7, Hunter Pickle is going to take away the 15th position. Now up front, Jackson Van Valkenburg. Side by side now with the 27. Steve Unich. And looks like Jackson is going to be able to take that spot away as they begin about to start the speed section. Actually, we are at the speed section right through here. So. Whew. Take a breath for a moment. And as soon as we do that, we hop on board. On board with Jackson right now in that Ford Mustang. Listen how many times he shifts. That's what's pretty wild here about racing here. The shifting you have to do on this track is absolutely ridiculous. A little bit of wheel spin, you heard it. Able to get it back underneath him. Into turn 17 right there, I believe it was. There's turn 18 and 19, and heading into turn 20. Here's your hard braking on the right here. And I'm sorry, that was actually turn 19 and turn 20 right here. Right in front of you, you do see that the wall. Woo! There's Joshua getting a little loose as they begin to climb back up the hill right here. Jackson taking a look to the left side of Joshua up the hill. Should be able to make this. Not going to make it. He's actually going to fall back in line and get behind the 17 car this time. Everybody single files up the field right now. We did have one car actually on pit road. We got Poland. Looks like he may have even started from the pit lane in the 91. Side by side with Jason Mills. There's another guy I watched earlier, Ray Polton, right here. It looks like Ray just had some issues. Yeah, you see him right there cutting the course off a little bit. You can see him actually coming in the white and red car right here. See what happened here. You can see him a little bit further back right behind Derek. Oh, he gets some of the turtle, cuts that corner off in front of the 17, and he goes a little wide there and was able to get back on track. But does lose a ton of spots. He was inside the top 10, now showing P14. Also now under attack from Blaine Adams in the 6th car. And make that the 96 as well. Going to dive bomb the corner, and Jesse trying to take that spot away. And that Chevrolet Camaro. I feel like Jesse's going to be good in the Xfinity Series this year. He did really good in the trucks. Didn't do too great in the Cup Series, but trying to get back on track here in the Xfinity Series cars. All right, Keegan just put down the fastest lap of the race with a 2:18.605. There you see him up front, still leading the way in a 77 Toyota. Looking through the field, everybody's still single file right now in this field. Basically, this is one of them races where you basically got to really race the track and hope the guy in front of you makes a mistake. And see Jess here taking a peek on Ray Polk. Not going to be able to do it. There's Patrick, by the way. And somebody gets some wheel locked up. That was William Kemp going off track. And back on track now. Patrick going to celebrate that and take that 12th spot away. But you can see Patrick right there in the 93. Pretty solid right now. Top 12. We kind of talked about this on Wednesday night with guys. This league is so competitive. You can manage a top 15 in this league. You're doing something right. As you see Joshua still battling Jackson Van Valkenburg. looks like Jackson is going to take away that 9th spot. Derek Pemberton just took away 6th. Almost got into the quarter panel of the 5 car. May have got some. A little bit of damage on the left side. That was from earlier when the race started with Johnny, but Derek right now running P6 after having that incident early. Running right behind Todd Guess in that 5 car. One thing about Derek, I will say, he put a ton of work in. He didn't say it much on the interview, but he put a ton of work in during this week practicing with Joe Burchett, team owner, who is a really good road racer. So he's spent a lot of time at Circuit of the Americas, same as teammate Todd Chase. Both of them guys had to show for it. Todd did a great job on Wednesday night, the truck series that we covered. And Derek kind of doing the same. A little bit further back, I think Rob Jenkins was back there battling a minute ago. He did. Notice Mike Trevarthy's dropped back. Oh, yeah, that's right. He actually dropped back at the start of the race. I forgot. Trent Ringler up to 20th right now. See if we can hop on board and get a full ride on this track. This is on board with Kean, our race leader, into turn 1. All the way down to 50, make that 31 miles per hour into turn 1. Back up through the gears, 2nd gear right now. See if he hits 3rd. You hear him really feathering the throttle. There is 3rd gear right there. Probably going to, back down. 2nd gear. Looking really smooth right now. That's the thing. These tires are going to get slicker, and these tires will wear out the more you race. Hear how kind of easy and gentle he's being on the throttle and not getting up through the gears too fast. One thing about road course racing in these cars, you do not want to stomp the gas to get back up to speed. If you do, it does not go well. Usually it causes tire spin. So you got to kind of, be easy a little bit on that. But right now, Jackson doing a pretty good job on maintaining that. Pemberton able to get around Todd Gass. Bentley Glasser going to look to try to do the same up the little small hill they go. Here we go into that was a fast corner into a pretty heavy braking zone. A good look here. Watching the battle right up in front of him. It's a great view. Now they get a little spaced out here into turn 19. And 20. Bentley Glasser putting a little bit of pressure on Todd Guess here for the 6th position. I want to say Johnny, after having some issues at the start of this race, working his way back up to 3rd place, just takes that spot away from Dwayne Hunt. Adam Matt's still running P2, so he's still doing a good job on holding that. And I did not notice I was on the big screen. Sorry, guys. I apologize for the first 5 laps. I'm an idiot. Thank you, Todd Chase, by the way, for PMing me that. I thought you guys would like seeing my cartoon face, literally for 5 laps. I don't know. Pit stops, I'm thinking, I was curious, but I didn't get information tonight from the race directors to see about pit stops. Usually I get some information. I don't think anybody knows if and when we're going to have to hit pit road. I was kind of curious about that myself, if we got to see pit stops happening. I don't know. Trevarthen taking away 17 from the 09. William Kemp going to fall back a little bit. And there's Will Locke in front. Jeff Uner's going to go out wide. Going to try to allow Trevarthen to get alongside the number 89. Not going to be able to at the moment. Just out of curiosity for people in the chat, what is your favorite road course? I know you guys may have watched the road course today. Show the 88, please. There you go. Stephen Llewellyn. I hope I said his name. I'm going to Stephen Llewellyn. Currently 25th right now. He is a newcomer, too, I think, to this series. iRacer Lounge podcast. I'm curious if that actually is a sponsor. That's pretty cool. But we'll see how he does once we get to the oval stuff. Because, like I said, we do got 2 races tonight. There's Josh Connors as well. Running behind this whole mess right here with all these guys. But I'm curious when we get to Texas Motor Speedway immediately following this race tonight. Like I said, we do have a quick intermission following this race. This race super short. Part of the Texas two-step that we really didn't start doing the 2 races per night until last year. We wanted to try it out, and it was. People liked it, so kind of doing 2 races here tonight. This one is a 75 lapper at Texas Motor Speedway, which is going to be interesting, being it is only 75 laps. That's going to make it things pretty interesting in that race. So we'll see how some of these guys do. I know a lot of guys don't like road course racing, so, and I'll be honest, I don't blame you. But anyway, let me know your favorite road course in the comments. Is it, maybe it is COTA, I don't know. Todd's Gaming Page said Watkins Glen is his favorite. Todd's Gaming Page, the sponsor of that car right there, the 82 of Derek Pemberton. Go through some of these cars, look at some of these paint schemes while they're running. Not much is going on right now. Everybody kind of spaced out, so you guys will see your favorite car up on the screen. Hopefully you'll see your favorite car. Adam Max driving a new paint scheme tonight, the Sim Max. Of course, this series now sponsored by Max Pappas as well, which is pretty cool. MPI sponsored, and of course, we got all the other sponsors as well. But there is Johnny Villa, the Whiskey Guy Plus. He actually had another paint scheme, and I did not see his message in time, and I kind of messed up his paint scheme, so I got to resend him that. But there is Dwayne Hunt running P4. Of course, Derek Pemberton running that 82. Brentley Glasser running the 24 car. We've seen him in that. This is one of my favorites, I think. The Frontline Enterprises looks really good. A little bit of damage to the front end of Todd Guest running P7. There's Hunter Waters and Hunter Fried Pickles, number 7. Still gets me every time. Here's a race. We'll watch this for just a moment before we continue our paint scheme look. This is the 11 of Jackson Van Valkenburg and Steve Unich. Jackson taking that spot away. Steve Unich is going to be one of the favorites here tonight. Maybe. We're actually almost at the halfway point of this race. There is Joshua in DeWalt, number 17. Ray Polky did a nice job up to 12th. And Patrick also has one of my favorite paint schemes. That number 93 always looks good. Jesse at number 96, the ABS installation. A little bit of damage on that left front. Right behind him, Blaine Adams and Michael Trevarthen kind of going at it. Blaine right now 15th. Trevarthen right there in the 31 in P16. P17, we got Trent Ringler right behind him. Is the 09 and 91. We'll watch this race for a moment here as well. Ray Polkin Levi Pollard trying to hold on to that. And, yep, side-by-side racing. Levi trying to hold on. We will continue our paint scheme look here in just a moment. Let's just watch this as they go up the hill. Does look like Josh Connor is able to take away 18th. This is another guy that probably ready to get out of road course here tonight, but head to a track where he's probably a little bit better at. Oh, the 26 going to go for a spin. Good save there for Trent Ringler, but will most likely not give up that spot as they work through the S's. Collins and Ringler will stay single file as they work through the S's. There's a great look, by the way, of what these turns look like. Like I said, this track, one of the toughest tracks to drive that these guys will face all year. There is Levi Poland, by the way, as we continue our paint scheme look through. Number 91, Alpha. Lock up, the 35, Jason Mullis, almost in the back of William Kemp. There's William as well. And then here's the side-by-side of Brent Adams trying to take that spot away. Steven Lewin, there he is. Steph Lewin, Rob Jenkins, Charlie Woods, Ron Holyfield, and none other than Jeff Hewins. Jeff back to 27th. He actually just came off pit road. So that's something we got to continue. Is that scheduled, or will we see pit stops starting to happen? We'll watch the 77 here for just a moment. Your race leader, Kean Riley, right now up front, not coming to pit road. Adam Matz not coming as well. Johnny not coming this time. Dwayne Hunt not coming. Derek Pemberton not coming. So it does not look like anybody's coming at the moment throughout the field. Like I said, the field's pretty spaced out for the most part, besides way back here in the back. Oh, there's the spin. That is Josh Connors going around. Very dangerous section of the racetrack to go around. Here's your replay. Around right in front of traffic. We talked about that in the pre-race show while I left the screen up for everybody to look at my face the whole time. Steve Ewners, by the way, making a green flag pit stop to 27th, pits from 10th place. So definitely seeing some scheduled green flag stops happen here at halfway. I'm curious though, when we see pit stops, yeah, Steve Ewners not taking tires. Ray Polkey on pit road, Jesse Bennell. Do not look for these guys to take tires. I'm going to be honest. I'll be very surprised with this race being so short. Don't think we'll see a lot of tires being taken. Could it cause an issue? Probably, because tire wear is falling off quite a bit. 28 or 218 is our best lap. Was the leader last time by running 221, so there is fall off about 3 seconds or so as far as lap times continue to grow, but going to be curious to see. It looks like Levi Poland actually missed his pit box, and he will have to come back out and back in again in the 91. We'll wait and see what happens with that. Josh Connors just leaving pit road as well. Jeff Hewins has, like I said, Jesse's been on pit road. A lot of guys not taking tires. Connors looks like he may or may not have took two. Definitely took real lonely, it looks like, but may or may not have took two as well. I'm not 100% certain on how much time that was, but so here we go. Let's see if the 77 comes to pit road here momentarily. We are past the halfway point in this race, so about 11 minutes and 30 seconds remain, which is an average of about 13 or so laps. Let's see if Kean comes this time. Oh, he's going to go around a little wide there. Not coming to pit road. Yes, he is. Here comes your race leader, Kean on pit road. Watch for everybody else follow. Adam Matz is following. Johnny following as well. Dwayne Hunt looks like he is following as well. Here comes your race leader into the box. Everybody on pit road as far as top 6, top 7. Todd Guess is going to stay out and try to lead a lap. Here is your leader. Look at this. Kean going to take some tires. Will only be 2 or 4. He's going to elect to take 4, it looks like. The 63 also taking 4 tires. So we are seeing 4 tire stops being done. Looks like a lot of 4 tire stops are being done on these drivers. And Pemberton going to take 4 as well. And down the way we go. So Todd Guess, we will wait for him to hit pit road. With Joshua also waiting for him to hit pit road in the 17. These guys will have to make at least one more stop here in this race. As far, well, these guys that we're watching, the 5 and the 17, not the ones that just pitted, of course. But let's see if these guys come this time. I'm going to go ahead and guess that we will see pit stops here momentarily on the 5 and the 17 car. I also want to give a shout out to Clocks by Christopher now that I'm thinking about it. They are also a sponsor of this series. Or a little bit behind here tonight on my end. But shout out to Clocks by Christopher as well. They are the sponsor of the trophy that is given away at the end of every season. They do a great job. Check them out on Facebook. Clocks by Christopher over on Facebook. You guys can see the trophy and stuff over there that these guys get for that. So all this is going to cycle through, and kids should be able to take back the race lead. Johnny looks like he could wind up being second, with Adam Matson actually falling back to P3. Dwayne Hunt back here, a little bit of damage on the back of Dwayne's car in the 19. Should all work out for him to be fourth. And Todd Guess is on pit road now, so the 5 car just hitting pit lane. Right now, this would actually be our closest position battle between. Yeah, it will be right here with Derek and Dwayne Hunt. These two guys nose to tail right now. Derek working on the back end of the 82. Derek looking for his best finish of his career, I think, here in the ASL would be a top 5. Definitely help him out as far as points go. People wanting to know, last week at Talladega, since we didn't broadcast, Paul Crummer was able to get the win. It was Rob Jenkins second, Bentley Glasser third, Charlie Woods with a great 4th place finish, Mark Jenkins with the 5th place, Blaine Adams, Steve Eunice, Joshua Swift, Jeff Eunice, Levi Poland was your top 10 last week at Talladega. I also want to show you Stephen Llewellyn. I know we have somebody asking about him. He has not been on pit road yet in the 88. So watch for him to be making a pit stop. He is in 13th at the moment, but has not been on pit road. So probably not going to be up there, unfortunately, very long once the pit road once stops do happen. As we continue to watch this, for now, we're getting ready to jump back, though. As Dwayne Hunt able to pull a little bit that time, about a second now. So we'll jump back a little bit here to these guys. Patrick trying to hold on to 14th, but Jesse and Michael Trevarthen going at it here for the 15th position. Chevrolet versus Ford. Trevarthen, a pretty good road racer, and this is the series I expected Trevarthen to have a good season, was the Xfinity series. I've seen him race these cars plenty of times and do really well. Did he just have an issue? Let's check a replay. May had an issue here on the 31. Did he get wheel spin? Oh, that thing just snapped. And noses a little bit of the wall, but he does goes back to actually 70. 6 minutes left in this race as the 3 to go sign going to be up for everybody. Once again, immediately following this race, guys, you will not hear a sound. You'll probably see my screen, honestly. My other desktop. We'll go to the pre-race, but I got to load everything up, and then we'll cut on sound. Then we'll do our pre-race for that one for Texas Motor Speedway immediately following this one. About a 10-minute or so interval before we go back racing immediately following this. We'll have to do interviews and stuff, of course, for this one, so we will do that. But we'll see. Ken did a great job dominating this race, but he is only 1.6 ahead. Johnny closing here pretty quick, actually, out of that corner. By the way, Derek Pemberton did just take away the 4th spot from Dwayne Hunt. Adam Matt still holding on to P3, but the battle right now is going to be up front with the race lead. You can see it only 5/10 separating. Johnny actually closed in about a half a second that last lap. So looking at lap times, yeah, actually closed in 2 seconds quicker last lap. Here's a look at the last lap comparison. 2:19.241 to a 2:17.601 between first and second. Coming to 2 to go. Next time by at the stripe. Oh, the back end stepped out just a little bit there on the 77. A lot of pressure now being put on Kean, looking for that first win of the season. By the way, so far this season, Johnny comes in here as far as point standings go a lot lower than what you would expect for Johnny. We know how good he is. 13th in points, only one top 5, no wins yet, but it's only literally been 2 races, so here he is trying for that. Kean trying to get his first win ever, I think, actually. I need to check the stats on that to see if that's correct, but has Kean actually won in here before? Give me just a moment. I'll see if I can figure that out. Pretty sure. Oh, we got some lap traffic right here. Ron Hollyfield side by side for the lead. Johnny trying to take it away. Not going to be able to get it just now, as we are coming to the white flag next time by. At the stripe for these guys. And it does look like this is Kean's first race, I do believe. Looking at the stats, I don't see him in here any other time. So, boy, he would love that. That'd be awesome. White flag will be out next time by for these guys. And Johnny side by side, maybe going to use the door a little bit, not going to touch. Kean going to be able to power out in front. Here we go. Long straightaway here. Heading towards turn 19 and 20. Actually, it's about to turn 18 or 17 right here. Heavy braking zone. Left-hander. Watch for Johnny to try to make a big move here. Not going to be able to get there yet, but he is close enough to make a move if he needs to. Left-hand corner once again. Johnny going to run wide. That may give him the run on the exit. Not going to get there just yet. Sliding around the corner. This will set up turns 19 and 20. There is turn 19 into turn 20. Here we go. Johnny going to back off the corner a little bit. Watch for a run. Oh, the 77 slides out just a little bit. White flag going to be out this time for the 77 and the 63. Up the hill they go into turn 1. Will lock up from 677 and the 63. Both going to go wide. 63 going to get the pedals back underneath. He's going to pedal it out quicker, side by side through the S's. Keep in mind, Adam at 7 seconds behind, so these guys still got a little lead room to work with. No pressure behind them. As you see, I'm racing through the S's. There's Matt's, and then there's Pemberton a little bit further back. Actually, that's Hollyfield and Pemberton, sorry. Johnny trying to cool it off just a little bit. He's still got about a half a track to make a move. Still a long way to go. We haven't even begun the backstretch section yet. Big corner right here coming up. It's a hard left-hand corner. Here they go braking. Do not see any wheel lock up from either guy. 63 going to drive it in a little bit deeper and a little bit wider that time as well. Now, this is the back section of the racetrack. This is the fastest section on this track. Johnny and Kean both looking for the first win of the season. The Toyota versus Chevrolet. Kean took that turn really good. Johnny goes wide to try to get more speed. Not going to happen just yet. Johnny, I believe, is going to have to drive it in pretty deep into turn 19 and 20. As long as there's no mistakes from Kean. Looks pretty good so far. Johnny drove it in really deep there. He's going to use every bit of the access road. That might do it right there. Johnny able to lose, Johnny lost a little bit of time. Kean looking for the final 2 corners. Coming to turn 19 this time. Johnny going to slide the back in. Here we go. Turn 20 coming up. 77 going to drive it in nice and smooth as long as everything works good. Yes, Kean's going to look for the checkered flag. He will win at COTA. Johnny finishes P2. Adam Matz going to finish P3. Derek Pemberton looking for the checkered flag. His best finish here at COTA happens tonight. P4 for Derek Pemberton. P5 going to go to Dwayne Hunt. Good finish there. P6. Hunter Waters with a great drive. Going to finish P6. P7 going to go to Bentley Glasser. P8 going to go to Todd Guest. Jackson Van Valkenburg going to go to P9. Steve Unich probably wanted a little bit more, I feel like. Going to go to P10 as long as everything works good. Yes, P10 for Steve Unich. 11th going to go to Ray Polking. That's a heck of a finish for Ray. Good job for him. I think it's 2 weeks now. Pretty solid finishes. There's Joshua working through a little bit of lockup. Working through P20 as well. Patrick looking for P13. Racing still going on a little bit further back. Jay Spinell going to finish P14. Trevarthen 15th. Blaine Adams 16th. Trent Ringler going to finish in P17. Oh, he runs a little wide there, but P17 for Trent. Jeff Unit's going to finish in close race here. Going to finish in P18 with Josh Connors P19. Brent Adams, Levi Poland, P20 and 21. William Kemp going to finish 22nd. Rob Jenkins going to finish in 23rd, it looks like. Yes, 23rd. Charlie Woods will finish 24th. Jackson Mullis, Stefan Luan, and Ron Hollyfield. Your race winner, though, will be right here on your screen. Let's see if we can talk to Kean here in just a moment. Very nicely done by the 77 here at Circle of the Americas. We'll talk to Johnny and Adam Matz here in just a moment as well. But your race winner going to be right here on your screen. We're just waiting for Kean to unmute his stuff and we'll talk to him. How about making your debut and getting a win? Pretty impressive. There we go. We was waiting on the burnouts. Great job for him. We'll talk to him right now. Hey, Kean, it's Adam. You got a copy? Don't think you can hear us right now. Wait just a moment here and let him get his burnouts in. You know what? While we wait for him, let's actually do this. Oh. Hey, Kean, you got a copy? Okay, his stuff is still muted, so we will talk to him in just a moment. We'll pull him back up and we'll talk to him in just a second. For now, let's talk to Adam Matz and get him real quick. Adam Matz going to finish in P3 here tonight at Circuit of the Americas. Adam, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you. How you doing?
Pretty good. Probably not as good as you. A third place at COTA. That's nothing to hold your head down about, man. This is a very tough racetrack to drive, especially as hot as it was. Cars sliding everywhere. Talk us through your night, man. Third place.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I was really fortunate there right after the start into turn one. I figured we were going to go 3 wide, maybe 4 wide like on TV earlier. And I couldn't see. I knew it was 3 wide. It said I was 3 wide. And I don't think I hit anybody. So I think I snuck through there. And then Johnny and maybe Derek got together or something. So that was a little strange, but it looked like they both recovered. So that certainly helped me out, got me kind of clean air for a little bit. And then when Johnny ran me down, I was trying to – I knew he was faster, and so I kind of didn't want to be in his way because honestly I was holding on, trying to keep up with the leader. It was sketchy, but I had a blast. It was an awesome race. It was a lot of fun, so I can't complain.
I think he was actually 4 wide, by the way, at the start. I know there was 4 wide. I think he was actually in that. Anyway, man, we go from COTA straight up the road. We head to Texas Speedway here in just a few moments. How do you feel about it? What's your thoughts going into there? It's going to be a fun one as well.
Oh yeah, I think this will be fun. I think it's a little bit different than like the trucks and stuff. You almost do flat out and stuff, but
Yeah.
turn one, turn 1 and 2 is very different with this car.
Yeah.
So yeah, you definitely can't do flat out, and it's very loose. So it should be exciting.
Way to go, man! You're becoming a road course ringer around here, dude. You're getting it done in every series we've ran on road courses.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I can't complain.
For sure. Any shout outs you want to give out before we let you go practice for the other one?
Just shout out to my teammates, all the laps we did together, which was a lot. So we would, not be a hazard to anyone. And so Ray Polking and Dwayne Hunt, and then of course to you guys and everybody that runs the league. So thank you.
Now I gotta find your channel to move you back in there, dude. I'm trying to find. Oh, I got you. Hey, good job, buddy.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy. Next up, we'll talk to Johnny real quick and let him get ready to go practice as well. Let's see if we can pull him in. Hey, Johnny, let's add him up in the booth, man. You got a copy?
I hear you, buddy.
Man, good recovery. You started second and actually fell all the way back to like 8th at the start, but you recovered pretty good. Finishing P2, it looked like you may have had something there a little bit. Maybe burn up the tires a little bit there on the previous lap before the last. Give us your thoughts, man. That was a good race, so it's fun to watch.
Yeah, it was a good race. I feel bad for Derek because I bumped him at Talladega, and then on the first lap here, I hit the turtle, and it just sent me into him. So that's like 2 weeks in a row that I got him. So I feel bad about that.
Hey, he's got enough beef. It's okay. It's okay. We won't tell him.
But luckily, I was able to recover. I had a great race at the end trying to pass him. I gave it all I got. I had some X's available, so I was taking it wide, just trying to get any advantage I could to try and pass him, but he ran a great race.
Yeah, man, and I believe that's his first win of the series. You know what that's like. Now we go to Texas, right up from this track. What's your thoughts going to the Speedway? Turn 1's going to be a doozy.
I have no idea. I haven't really practiced, but for the most part, I'm good at the 1.5 miles, so I'm hoping to do good. I'm also going to run a new paint scheme, the Biker's Alley, that I got to thank you for making.
Yeah,
it's going to look great on track.
I kind of messed that up. I sent you the wrong spec map.
Nah, I made one that I used on that one, and I put it over. It's going to look a lot better.
Awesome, dude. Hey, that's great.
But seriously, it looks great. It's going to be awesome to see on TV.
Hey, dude, go do work. You want to give any shout-outs before we let you go?
I want to shout out my sponsor, Whiskey Guy Plus. Follow him on Instagram. It's Whiskey Guy Plus. And just everybody in this league that puts it together. You up in the broadcast booth putting up a great show so everybody can watch and enjoy.
Hey, dude, good job tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you, buddy. We'll talk to him here in just a few moments as well. Next up, we'll interview our race winner. How about Kean Riley? Pick it up. Man, you're able to get a win out here in your first race and come out here and dominate like Kean did. Kean, let's add him up in the booth, man. You got a copy?
I sure do. How are you guys doing?
Dude, first race in this series and you got a win. Man, that's an eye-opener. Talk us through that, dude. That was fun. Definitely fun the last couple laps for us anyway.
Well, I like to pride myself on being a guy that's pretty decent at road courses and tracks with right turns and whatnot. I got in contact with Jeff last week and signed myself up for this, and I put in about 4 B-fixed races worth of practice to come in here, and I went out there, and to my own surprise, because I'm usually pretty terrible at qualifying, I stuck it on pole, and I got out there to a lead, and with about 2 to go, I didn't have any force feedback in the wheel,
God,
so I was racing a dead wheel for the last 2 laps.
That explains a lot. Man, talk us through it. It's a 115-degree track temp. We didn't think tires would actually fall off as much as they did. It was like 4 seconds slower. How important was tires? Because, I mean, some guys don't even take tires on pit stops.
I really didn't think I was going to take any on my pit stop until I looked up at the lap times and saw that it was about 4 seconds of fall off. I flirted with the idea of 2 tires, but I would have out there slipping and sliding. I would have gotten... it could have been a 10, 12-second gap, and I would have gotten reeled back in. So on a track like that, when it's that hot, you got that much torque, that much power into the hood, you have to take tires every chance you get them.
For sure, man. And congratulations, first win. I've seen these guys race now for about 2 seasons, and there's some really good drivers in here, and you come in here and do what you did. It's pretty impressive. Any shout-outs you want to give out, dude?
I would like to thank my guy Seth over at Seth Rawls Design for painting the car that I ran tonight. I'd like to thank Jeff and Steve for the opportunity to race in here and, get my feet wet tonight at the road course, which is my stomping grounds, I like to think. I'd like to thank all those guys, you guys for the interview, everyone letting me come in here and have a good time tonight. And I'm looking forward to maybe doing it again here in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, right. Hey, man, good job, man. That's very impressive.
I appreciate it,
Thanks a
guys.
lot,
Thank
buddy.
you.
All right, there's your interviews. We will move him back up. Next up, real quick, just because I got to interview my driver because he got his career best finish here tonight at the road course. Derek Pemberton, man, congratulations putting the work in. I'm so proud of you, dude.
Yeah, man, I'll be honest.
I'm
going
so
through
proud of you. You don't understand. You didn't do nothing wrong this race, and I'm proud of you.
Hey, now there's a lot of times that actually no. Okay, yeah, good point. No, I'll be honest. Going through the S's on lap 1, I thought everything that I talked about was out the door at that point. And I'll be honest, I was actually kind of relieved to hear Johnny apologize. I guess. I mean, I knew that course wasn't intentional by any means. It was just kind of one of those things. We was placed wrong time, and surprisingly, the damage didn't hurt the car as much as what I had thought. Once I finally was able to get out and kind of look at it, it didn't hit the fender or anything. It just gave a little bit up on the hood, and so we was able to kind of keep moving on with it. So that was kind of a big relief I had, because I thought whenever I got shunted and was going right, I thought I was about to put it in the barrier.
Dude, you put a lot of practice in this week, I know, with the whole team, so I just had to bring you in, and good job on the fifth or top 5. First ever top 5 in a series. Maybe it shouldn't have been your first one. I know last week was kind of a heartbreaker, but, dude, honestly, that's awesome, man. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things, Talladega, it's one of those things, and, going from Talladega to a road course, it's really good to kind of keep some positive momentum going, and now, coming into Texas, it's... If I do anything halfway as good as what I did in this road course race, we'll consider that a win. We got a good points night. That's all that matters. So now we're just going to push into Texas and pray to something that we just walk away with the top 10.
Pray to the Fretters. Hey, shout out.
Yeah,
man.
right.
Shout outs, dude.
Of course, got to thank all my teammates over at Overtake. Got to thank you, Chapman. For what? I don't know. But, no, for broadcasting.
I hate you.
Then, I got to thank Todd's Gaming Page, Chapman Outdoors. There's someone else on the car I'm probably forgetting. But, got to thank all that. Got to thank everyone over at ASL. Hero. Infinite Hero, all that.
Talks about Christopher.
Them too. See, I told you I forget. Look, I'll be honest. I'm just over here staring at the car underneath the lights here at Texas right now, and it's kind of making me.
How much time do I got to load in over there?
You got about 2 minutes till qualifying, then you got another 5.
Cool.
So,
hey,
you got time.
Good luck in this one. We'll talk to you in a minute.
All right, thanks, man.
Buddy. All right, guys. So what we're gonna do, you guys will see it right now. We're gonna load out of this session. Kind of quick here. I want to save this replay just real quick because I want to get pictures from this race. So, guys, kind of just ignore what I'm about to do right now. I want to save this just so I can get replay pictures later for our channel. But we will be live in just a moment as well from Texas Motor Speedway. Congratulations to Ken. And I do know I went back to small screen. I am aware of that this time. I actually remembered. So, hey, I had a long day. All right, so there we go. So now we'll go back over there, and you guys will see, like I said, you'll see my screen and all that good stuff, but all that. So you guys stay tuned, let us load up, and we'll be right back here in just a moment. All right, everybody, welcome to Texas Motor Speedway. Under the lights here at Texas, we are live for the American Sim Racing Series. We'll get all our sponsors and stuff here in just a moment. We are literally just loaded in, as you guys seen on my screen. We do got a special guest I got to bring in here in just a moment. As qualifying is underway, we was just watching the 88 qualifying. Trust me, I do know my small screen is up this time, and I will fix that in just a minute. Right now we are loading up our overlay. So real quick, there was a Clean Driver Award given out to the drivers of the last race. And that driver I'm about to bring in right now as soon as I can load up the correct overlay and such. So let me do that. And then, yeah, there we go. All right, so let me do that. And we will get our Clean Driver of the award in for the race at Texas, or COTA. So let me find him. There we go, Charlie Woods. Hey, Charlie Woods, Adam Chapman up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I do.
Man, I had to bring you in here and congratulate you. Last race at COTA, you was the Clean Driver of the Race Award winner, so you get like $5 credited to your account. So congratulations on that, man, at COTA. That's pretty awesome to do. Very impressive.
I appreciate it. I was just trying to stay on track and do what I could.
Hey, that's the way I do literally every race. It don't matter what track we're on. What's your thoughts on here, dude? Oval racing at Texas. It's a fun track, but turn one's going to be tough for everybody, I think.
Oh yeah, it's going to be real tough. You got to lift just right and try to get down to the bottom and go from there.
For sure. You got a lot of good teammates. That's one good thing. How much do you lean on your teammates for races like this, especially?
Usually quite a bit. Bentley, man, he's pretty good, so I lean on him as much as I can.
Hey, I don't blame you. I lean on him too, dude. Good job, man, on getting your clean award. That's awesome. I'm proud of you. Go do what you could do here tonight. Maybe put this thing up inside the top 10 or maybe get a win.
Well, if I can get a top 10, I'll be happy. That'll keep me up there in the points. I seem to be leading it at the moment, I think.
Hey, good job, dude. Keep doing what you're doing. We're going to be watching.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Up, buddy. All right, Charlie Woods, congratulations to him, the Clean Driver of the Race Award. I'm going to go to him. That's awesome to see, man. Pretty cool. So you see the drivers lined up here on Pier Road? About to take off. We are in full screen this time. Real quick, in the chat, because this helps us as a league, it helps this league as well, and I do want to shout out our sponsors here in just a moment. Do you guys like the double race nights, or, would you rather just prefer one longer race? Now, I know, this is not going to happen all the time by any means. There is a couple more races where they do this. This season they do. And I think I was going to find out. You see the cars rolling on a track. I believe it was... Do they do another one? Let's see. No, they only have one, actually. Oh, no, we do. July 18th, road course and super speedway. So you guys let me know if you like the thing. There's Charlie Woods, by the way, that postal service number 40. That's a good-looking car. But here we go, rolling out. Bentley Glasser going to be up front leading this one. A 77. Ken qualifies number 2 as well. See if he can get this Texas sweep here tonight. That would be very impressive. Dwayne Hunt, Johnny Avila, Adam Matz, your top 5. Jesse Bennell, Hunter Waters, Trent Ringler, Steve Unich, and Patrick. How about Patrick DeSaulnier qualifying P10? Derek Pemberton qualified back in P22. He said he was not very comfortable with this racetrack, Derek wasn't, so we'll see if he can try to use some strategies. 75 laps set to get underway here from Texas Motor Speedway. Let's get ready to go. Green flag set to come out. Green flag is underway. We're racing live from Texas. Here under the lights at Texas Motor Speedway. Lights just now going down as we head into turn 1. Bentley Glasser right, hugging that yellow white line on the bottom. This is something Bentley needs to do more. With him sometimes starting in the back, it kind of hurts him, I feel like. 3 wide behind him, and that is Dwayne Hunt, the 63 of Johnny Avella, and the 96 of Jesse Bennell. Now, Jesse's a car that we are watching. That is one of my picks to watch of the night, that 96 car. Big wreck up front. The 77 slides into the 63. Boy, you talk about instant karma. We got a big wreck happening on the front stretch. Multiple cars Todd Cray getting a little bit. We got cars smoking all over the place. I do not know who all is involved in this one. There's multiple cars involved in this one. Here's you a look at the replay. 21 also got loose off the corner. He was actually not originally part of this. But how about Kean and the previous, how about the first and second for the last race? Did everybody else? Oh, big trouble right there with the 26. Trent Ringler really nowhere to go. It just gets killed. Hard contact to 5. The 88 involved. And the 46. There's another car right there as well. Oh. Pemberton may have gotten a little lucky. I'm not going to lie. I think he kind of blinked and didn't get no damage. Did he get damage from this? Yeah, a little bit of damage. Not much, but a little bit. Man, what a wreck. Here's what happened on board with Kean. Remember, he just won this race at COTA just a moment ago. Look at the carnage. Let's see if we can on board here. Billy Glasser leading. Remember, this is kind of the same situation. Yeah, look at the car. Look at out of the corner, snapped. Now, did he have contact with Johnny here? At first, no, he did not. Tough break, man, for both of them guys. That was your first and second to last race. They was in the second and third at the time of that crash. A lot of cars will be on pit road getting some damage repaired. Wow. That was a interesting one. So, Bentley, Glasser, Wayne Hunt, Adam Massachusetts, Patrick now up to P5. We do got a bunch of cars on pit road getting some damage repaired. You guys can see them right there. I mean, there's multiple cars in pit road. Look at all of them. It's just car after car getting damaged. You see Josh Connors. You see the 33 of Mark Jenkins there. Rob Jenkins, 31 Trevarthen. The 88 also got some of that. There you see him. That was Stefan Lewin. Now, did he actually fix his car? Ooh. Well, that's not good. Man, that is a tough way to start your race out. Nobody wants to start a race out like that, unfortunately. You see the caution fence flashing yellow. Did get a message from Derek just a moment ago saying that his not pretty much done. 8 minutes required repair. Not going to go out the way he wanted to. 27. Might be able to get a little bit more out of that, depending on, you know, if anybody else drops or anything like that. Who knows? But that's a tough situation there. But man, look like from 14th back, actually 15th back, has spent a numerous time on pit road early in this one. That is not the way you want to start your race out. In any race, it does not matter. Now that I can calm down for a minute because the craziness has kind of subsided just for a second, I do want to real quick give a shout out to our sponsors. Infinite Air, Clocks by Chris with Tampa SUV Rentals, Max Pappas Inc. MPI, and of course this league also supports Infinite Hero as well. So make sure you check all them awesome people out. They are an awesome group. As we get set to go back, and since we didn't do Turn It Up last time, we'll do it this time. You guys enjoy. All right, hard racing right now all around the racetrack, so we're cutting back in. Battle right now going to be for P2 with Jeff Unich and Jesse Bonnell. Jesse trying to take it on the outside. It's going to be interesting to watch and see if his line does change, kind of like what we see at Charlotte. But right now the clean air definitely helping Bentley Glasser out. As you see right there, Jesse give it up just a little bit, but able to get a run back on that middle line. This is what Texas racing was supposed to be about when they extended, made turn one wider. The plan was to make it where cars could run multiple lanes and race on it. You was able to see a little bit of it there with Jesse able to try to defend that spot. He does ultimately lose it, but there you see a position battle right here with Dwayne Hunt, Hunter Waters. Dwayne Hunt coming off a 5th place finish and right now holding on to P5 as well. There you see the 27 of Steve Unich looking to maybe make it to the inside here of the 7 as well. Steve trying to bounce back, finished 10th a moment ago. See if he can do it here as well. Checking something real quick here for you guys. Looking at the race schedules, you see a good battle right there at the front of this. Patrick trying to hold on. Oh, a little bit of contact between the 93 and the 19. Let's see what happened. 93 looked underneath Jesse and maybe got pinched a little bit. 19 making a little bit of door contact. Knocked him back to P7 now, trying to hold on to that spot as here comes Hunter Waters into 7. Patrick falling back just a little bit here. So looking at the racetrack or race schedule, we actually do not go to another track like this season, which is pretty interesting. Oh, a little bit of contact. Looks like who was that? Somebody got into the back of 21 right there. I'm trying to see who that is. Jackson Van Valkenburg got into the back of Todd Cray a little bit. Todd already had that damage anyway, but Jackson did get into the back of him just a little bit here. As we still stay green. Here's Dwayne Hunt now. Like I said, next week we got off for Memorial Day. Then we go to Phoenix. And then we actually have another off week on June the 13th before we come back racing again for 2 more weeks. We do have a couple off weeks coming up in a row, pretty much June 13th, July 4th, of course. And then this coming week, we have an off week. But looking at the schedule, we actually do not go to another track like Texas. We don't go to Atlanta or Charlotte at all. So pretty interested to see that. But we actually, for people who want to know, we go to Phoenix and the next time we come back racing in Michigan and New Hampshire on June the 27th. So just to let you guys know, June 1st we'll start a new season. I've been letting everybody know we will be live on June 1st for another series starting back up. As you see, Kean Raleigh here trying to work on Blaine Adams for the 12th spot. Remember, Kean just involved in a wreck here on lap 2 a moment ago. Actually, lap 1. Right with Johnny. Johnny runs right behind him as well. Blaine Adams holds on to 11th. Here's a pass right here. William Kemp, Todd Cray. Kemp going underneath Cray right now. We talk about turn 1 a lot. I want to show you guys here in a minute what turn 1 looks like. Now, you guys remember probably what it used to look like, but just a minute right here. Hop on board here with Todd Crane, give you guys an idea of what turn 1 looks like. Look how much wider this turn is than normal. You see it right there. Look how much wider it actually is. This is a lot different than what it used to be. There's turn 3. You guys see turn 3 in a moment. It's kind of similar to that. You see Todd getting running around Patrick as well. A little bit more banking. You kind of toward the 1. Quite a bit of banking. Not so much there now. Here's the 77. Ian underneath Blaine Adams. We talked about that a minute ago. We also talked about the 88, by the way. I know we had somebody here watching him Stefan Lewan not in this race now, officially out of the race. After a wild start here to this one, took out a lot of drivers, or hurt a lot of drivers, should I say. But Jeff Units and Steve Units running second and third now. Adam Matz getting passed by Hunter Waters. I believe, yes, Waters takes sixth. Matz coming off a third place finish a moment ago at Circuit of the Americas, which was a fantastic race for us to watch. Currently right now, by the way, for people who want to know, 2 cars locked into the playoffs. Paul Crumrah and Adam Matz. Matz picked up the win at Kansas, and Crumrah picked up the win at Talladega. Well, we can go ahead and say 3, I guess. Kean Raleigh picked up the win at COTA, so that would lock him in, as long as he continues to run anyway. We'll lock him into the playoffs on August 8th. We'll see who else will we have another race winner here in this one. So far this season, no back-to-back winners. May change, we'll see. Patrick and Johnny. Johnny was able to get around Kean just a moment ago as well. Patrick trying to hold on to P11. Like I said before, if you can come in here and get a top 15 finish, you're pretty solid. You can get that. Your goal is to get a little bit more than that, but top 15 is definitely better than outside the top 20. Patrick did just get passed as well by Kean. Unfortunately for that. We got a yellow out on track, and I do not know where. Let's see if we can find it. I don't think it was one of these guys, but right here. Do not see where it's going to be in, actually. There. Not quite sure where the caution came from, guys. I apologize. Unless it was manually thrown, which could have been. Let's see. How about that? Is that one? See it. Oh, a lot of people's cutting that grass right there, though. But pit road's open, and it's about to be busy. Billy Glasser leading us down pit lane. We'll watch the race off pit road. So 25 laps have been, well, are showing on the board, not complete yet, but here comes the race off pit road. It looks like Bentley going to ease his way off pretty easily with Steve Unich. How about Hunter Waters? What happened to Jeff Unich? He is spending a lot of time on pit road in the 89. Now, is this the car that wrecked? Or did he get caught speeding? She is still sitting there, and I don't see no damage. There he goes. I think there may have been a penalty on Jeff Unich's machine. The 89 possibly got a penalty. Not quite sure, but Looks like that's what happened. All right, so the pace lights are about to shut off as Derek Pemberton decides to be the pace car here tonight. We'll see what happens, but 25 laps now have been complete. We should be getting ready to double up here momentarily. So Bentley Glasser going to be first. Steve Eunice, Hunter Williams, Fishman, Wayne Hunt in the top 5. We'll say Johnny Avila has recovered after that big wreck at the beginning. He's now up to 9th with Kian now up to 11th. So both of them guys have kind of recovered a little bit for the most part, if you want to call that a recovery, but we'll wait and see. But they've done a nice job. All right, here we go. Doubling back up, ready to get this one back underway here. 2 yellows here in the first 27 laps. Not too bad. We will go back through it. Restarts here at Texas in general, Texas Motor Speedway and COTA, are wild. I ain't gonna lie. The one at COTA at the start of that race really surprised me on how crazy it got. I mean, we've seen 4 wide, and here at Texas, it ain't much different. Turn 1 with it being so wide, guys fan out quite quickly and makes it look pretty insane. So we'll see how this one works out. Bentley Glasser up on the front row, gonna have that clean air, which is always important. See some other cars in the back catching up here towards the back end of the field. Here we go. Get ready to do it once again as we wait for the pace truck to drop in. Full lights here at Texas now. Daytime has gone away. There goes the pace truck. And we wait for the green flag. We wait for the 24 to go. We are green flag back out in the air. Good start there for Hunter Waters as well. He's going to be alongside the 27 of Steve Unich. 19 making a big move to the bottom. This could get crazy here. 3 wide. 96 going to have to give him room. He does get room. There you see it. Hunter Waters taking second. Off turn number 2 now. 3 wide down the backstretch. We talked about crazy restarts. How about Adam Matz up on that high side? There is the 63 of Johnny, by the way. We talked about that car. I painted that one for him. Looks pretty good, not going to lie. A little bit of damage to it, but I want you guys to see that. Pretty simple, but looks good. I like it. Under the lights for that Bacher's Alley number 63. Maybe a little bobble there, but here he goes looking underneath that number 19 car, Dwayne Hunt, and looks like he's going to take that. By the way, Glasser puts down another fast lap. Wow, 29.786. Not surprised. I think even if we get a little bit later into this race and it costs you what's come out and cause pit, you could see even faster times than that. As the track cools down, times are going to only pick up, especially with fresher tires. Johnny now taking away, trying to take away 5th from Jesse. Todd Cray sits up in front of him next in 4th. Todd doing a nice job. He kind of redone it a little bit from earlier. It's a cool looking camera right here. Apparently this is the fan camera, kind of what it looks like from the stands and all that good stuff. Pretty neat. Top 5 kind of separate a little bit. We got to jump back right behind these guys. You guys can see it right there. Yona, William Kemp, Jesse, and Jackson Van Valkenburg. Single file now throughout the most part of the field. We got to jump back. Charlie Woods, he was our clean race of the race last time by, or last race that we just had. Finished with 0 incidents at COTA. And here he is, trying to get inside the top 15 right now. Showing 17. Stevie that's putting some pressure here on Hunter Waters for second. Was. I'm going to hop on board for a moment. That's a cool view too. This track, Texas, it really is a cool looking track at nighttime. I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm not a big fan of the track itself. But at nighttime, this place is pretty awesome looking. They, a few years ago, I know the Indy Series raced here, and they put on one heck of a show. That was at the older Texas before they reconfigured it. But that was one of the best races I've ever seen in Indy forms of racing. Was that Indy car race from a couple years ago. Maybe 2019 or 2018. It was so good. Of course, my favorite mile and a half is at Kansas, which we already raced, but Charlotte ain't too bad either, I guess, for me anyway. Jackson Van Valkenburg trying to close the gap up here on Jesse. Riding on board with him. Looking back now at William Kemp. Going to turn in 2 or 3, I'm sorry. And you see Adam Matt starting to put some pressure here on as well. Matt's working up out of turn 4. Matt's, of course, with a 3rd place finish last time at COTA. And here he is right now on board with him in the number 9. He can at the moment. By the way, last time by, Steve Units was a little bit faster than Bentley Glasser. So we will keep an eye on that. There's about 7/10 separating first and second. Make that 6/10 now. Back up 7. We'll keep an eye on this for a moment. Let's see what the lap times look like from Bentley back to Steve. And there you go, a 38.25 to a 30.661. So gap may be closing just a little bit here for the 24 to 27. I think that clean air definitely helped him. The 24, but I mean, sometimes that's what it takes. I know that clean air usually on these mile-and-a-half tracks like this does help the leader a lot. So here's a battle for third. Hunter Waters trying to hold on to third. Johnny trying to take that spot away underneath the 7 to 63 goes. He takes away P3. Hunter falls back to 7. Hunter comes in here this season, so far, this season that is, not doing as well as what I'm sure he expected. He's 10th in the point standings. Of course, that is after Talladega and in Kansas, but who knows what's happened at Talladega. He does got no top 5 finishes as of yet, but it's coming, I'm sure, same as a win. They definitely have it. See the 5. Unfortunately, Todd Guest going to lap down. That's the first car lap down at damage, unfortunately. Here you go. Battle for the lead. Units putting the pressure on Bentley Glasser out of turn 4. One thing about Steve Units, she does such a good job saving tires in this series, in every series she's run. And there he goes underneath the 24, and he takes that spot away. And new leader. Now we may have a battle for second. Oh, 24 coming up off the corner a little bit. How about pit stops underway? That seems a little early, actually. I'm not going to lie. I feel like you want to run this to lap 50, but there is other stops going on. I see another car coming in as well. Yeah, William Kemp coming in. Yeah. Actually, no, we're about 25 laps away. 25. We may see pit stops happening here then. From the rest of the field. I don't know if you want to run this too long if you're the 27. Fresh tires are going to eat your tires up, but like I said, if anybody knows about tires, it is Steve Units. He does such a good job with it, so who knows? We'll find out right here in just a moment, though. Other cars are pitting. Jesse Bennell, Kean Riley, pit road, Dwayne Hutt, Joshua, Brent Adams on pit road as well, the 23. The 27 is probably going to have to hit this time, I would guess. Nope, not yet. Same as the 63. Jackson and Todd and Hunter not coming. Matt's not coming. So right now, a lot of guys staying out. And there they come. The rest of the leaders on pit road. This is going to be a good battle right here off pit road. The 63 was all over the back end of the 24 or the 27 coming in. So we'll see if Johnny can win this race off pit road. It all should go back, honestly, to the previous race leader that was out there, Bentley Glasser. He should be able to hold on to this leader, take this lead away on fresher tires, but we'll see how it adds up here after just a few laps. We're watching Steve Enich on pit road. And here he comes. And we'll win that race off pit road fairly easy than what I thought, but you see the 63 putting some pressure on it as well. A big one. Oh, wreck it up in front. The 27 of Units goes around. Caution flag coming out. Did he have help? He's going to pull on up here road. That shouldn't get put. No, this is identical to that first wreck we seen. He just lost it in the same spot Kean did. And there's it. That thing just snapped. Wow. Well, this is going to work out great for Matt Mullis and Jeff Units. Them guys and Michael Javarth. Them guys have not hit pit road. You talk about a break. Some guys just came off pit road as well. Guys like Charlie Woods, Patrick. Oh no, they're a lap down. Yeah, everybody's a lap down inside behind fourth. You talk about a break for Matt's and Neil. Wow, that is wild. We'll wait and see. But I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the top four is going to be our leaders. Waiting to find out for sure, but here they come. So yeah, everybody's going to get back to lead lap, or back on the lead lap, but here's going to be your race off pit road. And for your lead. This is a big break. This late in the race, this is absolutely really big for it. Matz is going to win the race off pit road. Wow. So we will get ready to double it back up here once again in just a moment, but a big change has taken place on top of the leaderboard after a caution comes out with the pit cycle going through. Everything kind of changed with that one. We will get ready to do it here once again. That's After all this cycles through. All right, so we should be getting ready to double back up here momentarily. It will be Adam, Mass Jeffrey, that's Jason Mullis, and Michael Trevarkin, your top 4 with fresher tires. I mean, honestly, man, this is like a perfect situation for Matt, Jeff, Jason Mullis, and Trevarkin. This is honestly a match made right now. You got short laps you got to run here, like what, 18 laps? I mean, come on now. I like that. I mean, look at the field. They're still going around trying to catch up. Look at this. The whole field was literally caught a lap down besides these guys. They may have to extend this a little bit to allow these guys to get caught back up. I mean, you see the 27 of Steve Yunich. He's what brought the caution out. The thing that hurts Michael Trevarkin, though, is the damage. You see the damage in the front, but man. Now, Bentley Glasser, well, wait a minute, where is he? Okay, so he's 5th right there. He's still going to be one to watch, I think. But wow. Here we go. Everybody else got to line up single file behind these guys. We're ready to go racing here once again. Green flag about to pop out. And green flag out of the air. And Matt's is gone. That clean air is definitely going to help him. How about Jason Mullis? Oh, he's going to get loose. Keeps it going. Good save there by the 35. Mullis trying to hold off Michael Swarthen with that damage, but that half spin of 35 had going to be a little bit of trouble. Here comes Bentley Glasser on the outside of both. 31 going to slide up in front of the 24. 24 ducks back to the inside. He's going to take away 3rd. Now, will he have enough time to try to catch up to these guys? I mean, a little bit of work he's got to do up here in front of him. A little bit further back, side by side. Jackson Van Valkenburg and Dwayne Hunt. And Jackson takes away 9th spot. Got 27 way up high. He's not going to put up too much of a fight. He knows that he's 1 lap down. So he's just going to ride along and hope that a caution was to come out. Matt's looking for his 2nd win of the season. He's got 15 laps coming up to grab that win away. I think this will be an upset, honestly. Being how good Bentley's been running. Barkley back there dropping back a little bit. Todd Cray pressure Dwayne Hunt and Hunter Waters there as well, trying to pressure both of them guys. Hunter underneath the 21, maybe a little bit of contact between the 2 Chevys out of turn 4. Back into turn 1, still side by side. This is what Texas racing was supposed to be about, being able to race side by side through turn 1 like we just seen. You see it right there. 21 doing a good job of still holding on to this spot for now. Waters may be able to get it right here in 3. Out of turn 4 will be Waters taking over that spot. I do want to mention Adam Matz continuing to kind of drive away from second and third. Glasser now 2 seconds behind our race leader and closing that clean air. Well, we got a car in the wall. That was the 35. Jason Mullis getting into the wall, having a little bit of blinking issue. To the 77, Keegan's around him. Keegan's recovered nicely. Johnny has as well. Johnny actually putting some pressure here on the third position now. Glasser. By the way, just FYI, this is about 2 laps difference in fresh tires, the 63 and the 24. 2 to 3 lap difference. Tonight's races have not been disappointing, I will say that. Both races had their share of drama in it. The finish at COTA was amazing. And you see the 63 of Johnny taking over that third spot. And then this race had its wild share as well of drama happening in it. With the late race caution coming out and left a lot of people a lap down. Todd Craig, by the way, taking over ninth place. A moment ago, Dwayne Hunt trying to do the same. Jason Mullis. Dwayne Hunt still trying to run Jason Mullis. Everything going on. You see Hunter Waters taking over the 6th spot from Jesse. Yes, sliding up in front. Todd Craig looks to do the same now as we are on the white flag lap apparently. The race plus short coming out of turn 4. Adam Matt's going to pick up the win here at Circuit of the Americas. I did not see what was under white flag. It was supposed to have 75 laps, but the race is official. Adam Matt picks up the win here at Texas. Jeff Unit's going to finish second. Third goes to Johnny Avila. Wow, that happened out of nowhere. Something happened there at the end, but either way, Adam Matt's second win of the season. First at Kansas, first at Texas. Starting the season off right. Jeff Unit second. That was a wild finish. And Bentley, what happened here? Oh, he just pulled off. Oh, I see somebody wrecking a little bit further back. I don't know. Somebody wrecked a little bit further back, but either way. Here's your race winner. Madam Mats parks it here on the front stretch. Donuts incoming. There you go. He's starting to get a little used to doing this, I do believe. The LMPH driver parking in the victory lane now for the second time this season. That happened out of nowhere, by the way. I did not see the white flag come out. Man, second race this year in victory lane here at Texas. That's got to feel pretty good. A third and now a win.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't believe it, really. And to have 2 wins, if you told me before the season started I had 2 wins, I wouldn't have believed you. I really can't believe it. It's crazy. So just fortunate, I stay up. The problem was I was back in traffic. I had no shot. My only hope, actually, to be honest, my plan was go long and hope I'd have fresher tires and we'd get a caution. Maybe I could pick off a few positions. I never thought it would actually work out with caution. And, yeah.
Dude, you talk about perfect timing. I'm not going to lie. That was absolutely perfect timing. It left you and 3 others up on the front row. What was your first initial thoughts? I mean, I didn't know we'd had the white flag as early as what we did, but man, that had to feel pretty nice, I think, when you seen that caution come out.
Oh yeah, I couldn't believe it, honestly. Like a repeat of Kansas almost. I was worried about Jeff in particular because he was pretty fast. So I was hoping I could get a jump on that restart and keep a big enough gap, and luckily I did because I was. Yeah.
Man, 2 victories now in what is, I think, 4 races now.
Yep.
Now. So we got a week off. You're going to celebrate this one, I'm sure.
Yeah, Kansas was the same way. I got a 2-week gap in that. So yeah, I love this stuff.
That's pretty good. I think we got a couple more coming up this season too, so that may work out even better for you, dude. Honestly, 2 wins in 4 races, not too bad. You know what to do. Shout outs and all that. Nice car, by the way. I was talking about that earlier.
Oh yeah, speaking of shout outs, I got a shout out to Dwayne Hunt because he designed this paint scheme, brand new paint scheme. Yeah, so thanks to Dwayne for putting this together. Of course, thanks to both my teammates for all the laps and putting up with me for all the practices we do. So that's great. Thanks to Jeff and Pat for all the adminning and putting on a good show, and of course thanks to TRM for making it a fun broadcast. So yeah.
You deserve this one, dude. Good job, man. I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
Awesome, buddy. Thank you. All right, we'll talk to Jeff Units finishing P number 2 here tonight. Not gonna lie, kind of caught me a little off guard seeing the white flag come out a little early, but Jeff, P2 finish, man. You was in the same situation Adam was. Overall, 2nd place. That's a good thing, I think, to walk out of the Texas here tonight, out of the Texas Speedway, that is, the oval. 2nd place, not too bad.
I'll take it. Yeah, I was after what I slept the wall pretty good. I don't know if you guys saw that on the broadcast or not, but I had a pretty good car at the beginning of the race there. I was catching up to Bentley, who I think was leading at the time, and just was a moron and stuck it right in the fence off of turn 4. And after that, my car was just plowing tight, and I wasn't able to move up after I fixed all the damage. So that caution came right at the right time for me.
Yeah, man, I'm sitting here looking at the points. I know points don't mean too much right now this early in the season, but every week you go in thinking about points, I'm sure, especially if you don't have a win yet. But how much are you thinking about that right now, especially on a race like tonight where there's 2 races in one night?
Well, if I could go out there and win a race, I wouldn't care too much about the points. But I haven't been able to do that just yet. So, yeah, I have to play the points game, so it's good to be in the position I'm in right now. I know I didn't do too great at COTA as I expected, but bounce back here and put in another solid performance. So we'll see where I sit in the standings after we calculate everything.
Yeah, we have an off week next week because Memorial Day, but then we head to Phoenix. What's your thoughts heading to Phoenix?
Pretty decent there. It'll be interesting to see how the setup is. I kind of like the Cup car with the low downforce package and kind of getting loose a little bit off the corner, so hopefully it drives like that. I haven't done this car in Phoenix in quite some time, so I like that track. It'll be fun.
For sure, dude. Hey, any shout-outs you want to give out, 3rd or 2nd place here tonight?
Yeah, thanks to all the league sponsors that we've brought on board this season. We got MPI, Butt Kicker. Then we always have Clock Spike Christopher, and also you guys for your support and great broadcasts every week. And thanks for all the league members that keep returning and put on such a great show every week.
That was the 2 races tonight was way better than I expected. I'm not gonna lie, it was actually really good. Good job tonight, buddy. Good job.
Appreciate it. Thanks, man. Have a good weekend. The rest of it. Yep.
We'll move him back up. Hopefully, I can find out where he was. I think he was right here. That's where I'm going to put him right now. Johnny going to finish in P3 here tonight. Man, I feel like we just did this a moment ago. P3 here at Texas Motor Speedway, coming off a P2 finish at COTA just a moment ago. And this race started the same way your other race started, buddy.
Lap 1's my favorite lap, apparently.
That was wild. I was like, well, that was very familiar.
Honestly, after that first lap, if you had told me, I'd be talking to you right now. I don't know if I'd believe it.
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't think. You took a pretty hard hit there, all 4.
Luckily, it only registered as I think it was 12 seconds of damage, so it hurt me a little bit on the straightaway, but not enough to end my day.
So, dude, the way you started both races, I mean, you got to consider tonight a win for both tracks, I think.
Yeah, I honestly, if I didn't make any mistakes or
definitely
was in a different place on the first lap here, I probably would have had a shot. But it was getting interesting, and then on new tires, it was just so slick, right? Like as soon as I came out of the pits, like I had my wheel like 90 degrees to the right, so I almost spun it with Steve.
I think, when you start seeing guys of you all's caliber really get that loose, that goes to show you how tough it was to drive. Because, there was multiple cars that had that issue. I knew Kean had it as well, of course, at the beginning, but I didn't think that we would see that much of an issue. But, man, it was a big factor. But talk about Adam Matz, man. He had to clean air. It looked like clean air ultimately is what won the race, let's be honest.
Honestly, I didn't see him after that last restart. He was just gone. I was like, okay, nice knowing you.
Well, either way, dude, a second and a third here tonight from COTA in Texas. That's a good run. Shout outs and all that. You want to give out here this evening again?
I want to shout out you for making this paint scheme. I want to shout out Bikers Alley for sponsoring my this race for me. If you guys want any motorcycle apparel, t-shirts, or anything like that, you can go to bikersalley.com, check them out. And again, I want to thank you in the booth and everybody running this league. And this was an interesting race. I went from the back to the front to the back to the front, so it was fun racing everybody. Like at times I had to push it 3 wide. We were racing really hard, but everybody kept it clean, which makes this league so much fun to be a part of.
Yeah, I was telling Jeff, I think, that both races tonight was really interesting. The road race and this one. It was actually a really good. Like I didn't think they'd be that good. Just going to be honest. I really didn't. But both of them was well beyond what I expected. So, hey, dude, good job tonight on third place and second a few moments ago.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot,
hopefully in 2 weeks I hear you again.
Hey, dude, I'm sure you will. Good luck at Phoenix.
Thank you.
Thanks,
bye.
There you go. Johnny going to finish in P3. Good night for him overall. But that's going to do it there for us, guys. You know what? Let me give my final thoughts on everything, because I normally do and I didn't. I've been kind of not all the way here tonight. Honestly, the race was fantastic. The COTA race I was really impressed with. This one I was impressed with just by like Johnny said, the looseness out of the corners was really surprising on older or new tires. And it bit some of the best drivers that we've seen in here in a long time. So, you guys seen it on turn one. You do see your rundown order on the left side of your screen, but while I give my thoughts, I'll go ahead and show you the full results just in case it's not showing all of them. So there you go. But yeah, we do have next week off for Memorial Day. We actually have Wednesday off as well, so we only have one broadcast this coming up week, and that is Red Sox Racing Series on Thursday. So that'll do it, though, guys. I hope everybody enjoyed the broadcast. Y'all have a great night. Take care as always, and God bless. And sorry I wasn't myself tonight, but y'all have a great night.